Hi, Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Hi. You ever drink Bailey's out of a shoe?
Oh my god. I'm old Craig. Last time on Dragon Ball Dungeon,
Dragon Balls.
Ian's gone.
Oh, Ian's back.
The dog hung up on me, sorry.
You guys finished talking to Ulrich and Lot. There's some weird stuff that happened. They explained more about where they were coming from. They found out a little bit more about you guys. Corey, you told his fortune a little bit. You guys ended up making camp at 3 p.m. Just for future reference, Dariel's out this game. So it is morning. You guys wake up with Ulrich and Lot, and they're already packing up their stuff. They've got kind of like big bags that they carry on their backs with their tents and stuff. They don't have any sort of like riding mounts or anything like that. Anything that you guys want to do before you depart?
Just ask them where they're headed.
Well, Ulrich is like, we're going back to the outpost because we finished our job. We killed those shadow hounds. Well, I mean, I didn't. I wish that I could have been there, but you guys killed those shadow hounds, so our mission's done.
I said, dope. See ya.
Bye.
So you don't tell them about the any of the fortune or anything?
I mean, I kind of vague posted to their face about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, don't lose faith no matter what.
Yeah.
Nothing bad's gonna happen soon.
Yeah. So I will.
And then I was gonna try and pray to what's her name? Timora. With a special what up prayer once we get to the lady's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm putting up another map to Artesia just so we can kind of visualize where you guys are at. Deborah, can we put the map up on the video? Thanks, Deborah.
Is that Eric Andre?
I don't know. I feel like it's a few different shows that reference this enigmatic Deborah.
Enigmatic Deborah, band name.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are, if you look at that bend in the river, that hex that's directly down into the left of it, that's where you guys are. I guess I could have drawn on it a little bit in paint before I posted it this time, but in fact, you know what? How long will this take? And you guys did stop a little bit early yesterday. I mean, it's not anything crazy, but
stopped a little, you mean a little before what you had prepared?
Just to be on time, I guess.
Oh.
Without trying hard.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to get into the main quest. Whatever that is.
You'll never know. So yeah, you guys part ways, and they say if you guys are ever in trouble or anything, just you know that you can stop by the outpost, and if we're here, then we'll be able to maybe talk to you a little bit, chat it up. talk about our recent exploits.
Hell yeah. Just, keep the faith.
Don't start doubting in your God whenever things start burning around you.
Yeah, you know how it is. They're like, what's going on, bro?
That's pretty specific, but yeah. So, all right, what kind of marching order do you guys keep? You guys can choose about Cynthia and Parsnips.
Yeah, well, I mean, because Cynthia's leading us, right, so that we can move faster. But I don't know how you want to.
Yeah, I just didn't know like the specific order, but it totally makes sense that Cynthia's up in front.
Effectively, though, like for this, well, she's not actual. Well, she's Schrodinger's ranger. I'll be in front.
Sure.
Yeah, she could be
Cynthia's
she's
always
like scouting ahead.
Camera angle and like in the brush, slightly off screen.
Yeah.
Hey, Cynthia pops
yeah.
head in. Yeah. All right. Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Yeah. And then Tonky and your dudes, your retainers, and then the cart in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. So Athena just walked in.
How fucked up would it be if I just started DMing like usurped Andre while he's gone?
Dude, I'd be kind of into it. I'd work it in somehow. So as you guys are progressing this day, you start entering into a part of the forest that's kind of got like pretty stale air. And the fungi that you see are kind of like less sparse. I mean, it's still dark everywhere.
Thicker fungi entrenchment. Entrenchment's not the right word, but.
And everybody make a survival check. I'll make one for Cynthia.
Rush got 12.
Classic Grin got an 8.
7.
Okay. So Cynthia's walking in front about 10 feet forward from everybody else on parsnips. And there's this patch of the trail that just looks kind of smooth over it, kind of like level. And so Cynthia just keeps walking along, and it doesn't really occur to you, Tonky, that there's anything wrong either. So your horse is walking in this and kind of like steps down into it, and it turns out to be like some pretty thick mud, which is kind of weird because Parsnips just walked right over it.
If you are about to never-ending story me, I'm gonna be so upset.
Oh,
I don't remember that part. What happened?
Oh,
His horse. They go through this swamp of like despair or whatever, and the horse just like gives up and sinks to its death.
Oh Jesus! Just don't give up.
All right. Well, I can't control my horse.
That's my horse. Dude.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a leg.
Artax. Yeah, man, that part always messed me up as a kid.
It's pretty dark.
That movie's pretty dark.
Okay, so what do I need to do to try and get the horse on out of there?
I guess an animal handling check?
Okay. 13.
So with a 13, it is not enough to like back out of this muddy situation. And while your horse isn't panicking and like slipping and sliding into it, it's kind of like elbow / knee deep into it at this point.
I'm gonna try knowledge nature.
Okay.
I think that's like the one I'm not trained in. Oh no, I am trained in it. Okay. 15.
15?
Yeah.
It's not especially wet outside today. It's not like it's rained lately and it's left this big ass pool of mud. There's definitely something else that is this way.
Okay, so I don't like identify this as like a natural kind of. It's not like I don't look at it and go, "Hey, this is quicksand" or something like that. You know,
Right. It's not quicksand,
there's something abnormal going on here.
but there is something abnormal. It's not just like regular ground.
Okay, I say I'm pretty sure this isn't normal ground, and I don't have any weapons to draw because I am not that kind of cleric.
I'm gonna fight this mud.
I feel like there's at least one person in the party that could get behind that.
Yeah, I'm into it.
You draw your weapon too? Or what?
I feel like I'm a little preoccupied trying to get my horse out of the mud. What kind of check do I need to make to like get off the horse without like completely sinking into the mud myself?
I guess make a dexterity saving throw to try to like land on a piece of solid ground.
I'll cast the guidance cantrip on him too.
Okay.
If the cart's close enough, you could try to jump onto the cart with us.
What does the guidance give me? Plus D4?
Yeah, D4.
Nice. You lightly land on the solid embankment, and right at that moment, you see some shimmering. That's not the right word. You see some like seismic activity. You see some like ripples coming from the middle of the mud, and you see 8 eyes open.
Oh, excuse me?
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That one.
Hey.
So my initiative's 2. All right.
10.
I got a 7.
Okay, and this unknown creature with 8 eyes is going to...
Dang, even you don't know what it is?
No, man. What the fuck is going on?
This isn't in my notes.
All right, Tonki, with your masterfully dexterous move, you have the first turn.
Okay, so this thing is rising up out of the mud, or like it is the mud?
Rising up out of the mud.
All right. Well, attack.
But it's just like a tiny mound right now with 8 eyes. So it is probably about 15 feet out.
I feel like Tiny Mound was its nickname in prison.
What the fuck? This stretch of mud is probably like 30 feet long.
So can I move I think I can still get to it at like half speed if I like moving carefully, at half speed.
Yes. If you want to go into the mud.
I'll shoot it with an arrow first and see if it comes out of the mud.
Okay.
Or jump in there with it.
Sounds good.
How long does guidance last? Is it just a one-time thing?
Yeah, it's one use. And I think the duration is like a standard action or a minute or something if I concentrate, something like that.
All right, well, I got a 9.
That does not hit. It just bloops into the mud beside it. And it is actually going to make its way out of the mud, and you see that it is quite a large spider. And it is going to attack Tonki with its grabby mouth claws.
With its grabby mouth move.
Yeah. And it is going to get a 21 to hit. And it is going to deal 7 damage to you. Piercing.
Ooh.
And make a dexterity saving throw.
Crit. So
Nice.
1.
You just kind of like, it tries to grab at your leg, and you just like pick your leg up and step around it.
I like the idea that a crit, like a nat 20 on a saving throw, just makes it so, like, you perform so well that you make it seem like there was no need for a saving throw.
Yeah.
Just style points.
Yeah. It is Grin's turn.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by casting Spiritual Weapon and then using my bonus action to move it up there and smack this spider with my book.
Nice.
Ayo, got that nat 20.
Yeah.
And I rolled awful damage. 2 and a 1. So 7 damage on that crit.
And that was with you rolling double?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 1.
And so how much was it again? 7 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's Barash's turn.
I am going to... I'm just gonna whap it with my staff.
Yeah, smack it.
Boop. All right. 16 to hit.
Yep.
Sweet. Eight damage. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. And now it's Tonki's turn again. Unless you got something else.
Nah.
I'm gonna attack it twice.
Cool.
I got a 15 and an 18.
Those both hit.
6 on the first hit, 10 on the second hit.
And what are you attacking with?
My katana and kama, but now it's like big boy versions.
Yeah, you smack the shit out of it and you slice it up heartily, cutting off a couple legs in the process.
Nice.
And Parsnips was too afraid of that spider, and so they're just like kind of up the trail a little bit on the other side of the mud.
Parsnips, you coward!
We all believed in you, Parsnips. How could you?
Maybe he just has something against spiders.
Ron Weasley looking ass.
Alright, so your horse is still in the mud, still slipping and sliding around.
Can we use the mules or the cart and horses to like help pull it out?
Yeah. You have rope, right?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you know what? Cynthia has that magical rope that you can command to do stuff.
Oh yeah.
But Parsnips is keeping Cynthia too far away to use it.
Well, as adventurers, I feel like we have regular rope.
Yeah, I think that comes in like Explorer's Pack and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the horse is like very scared though. And as you pull on it, it's still slipping and sliding around. Make a strength check to hold on to the rope.
I got an 8.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's gonna... Something slips a little bit and it goes 5 feet further out into the mud and is now at about neck level in the mud. It's pretty deep.
No. Can I play a tune on my flute to try and calm him?
Yeah. Let's do animal handling for that.
Alright.
Or perform? I guess you choose.
My perform is better.
Alright.
A 10.
It doesn't slip further out.
Okay.
But you can make another action to try to like pull it back if you want to.
Yeah.
Or if you want to try. Okay.
I'll do that. Is
Alright,
that
make another
athletics?
strength. Yeah, do athletics. This is your full on like tug of war muscles.
Oh shit, crit 25.
Alright. Yeah, you pull it the fuck out of the mud. And
I like swim underneath it and like lift lift it up from the bottom.
Yeah. Goddamn. Yeah, it's still got some mud on it, but it has a way more respect for you now. If it didn't before.
I wasn't aware Parsnips was in any position to judge.
This is my horse, not Parsnips.
Yeah.
Oh, either way, my bad. For some reason, I thought the only thing you could possibly care about this much was Parsnips. That was my mistake.
Okay, so Parsnips and Cynthia are on the other side of the mud, and you guys are on this side of the mud. I guess you guys can just go around it if you want to.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah. You don't see any more puddles like that in the middle of the trail as you're traveling along after that. But you do see a few of them like off to the sides and stuff. Kind of like how you'd see antlion mounds or antlion pits, I guess. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They just have like those traps set up here and there, but you don't really see anything. And actually, as you guys are traveling along, these trees are getting taller and taller and wider. Whereas before it was just kind of like, I don't know, the trees that you'd see in your neighborhood, it's kind of getting to like redwood style height. And after a while, like a good ways into the day, you guys come across another scene that I have a picture for. And that picture is... I've got a lot of pictures of all sorts of stuff that I think would be cool to come across in D&D in the future. That picture. Or that scene.
Ooh.
Except for it's not as wet on the ground. But there are these big ass skeletons that are like part of the land in some places, and in many cases like the trees are growing up through them, I guess, on top of them.
Rotting corpses fed the trees.
Huh?
Did their rotting corpses fed the trees?
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
Alright, well I vote we keep going, but be cautious.
Yeah, if you're being cautious, everybody roll perception checks.
A spicy 10.
Okay.
Salty 2.
Oh shit.
Oh, Caliente 15.
Barashas with that sweet 15.
So actually, it's going to be another rapid fire encounter here. So, Barash, you roll initiative, and I'll roll initiative for some stuff.
Okay, I got 11.
Say 7?
11.
Okay. Okay, so you start hearing some clicking. You in particular, Barash, start hearing some clicking coming from one of these skeletons.
Ooh, creepy.
And
okay.
It's kind of like this rattling, clicking sound. And what emerges from the skull of it through the two eyes are two quadrupedal forms that have a large mass of fungus growing off the center body. And they kind of look spider-like as they creep out of these eyes and start walking down the face of this skull.
Oh my god, this is a nightmare.
And they both have kind of like this vestigial head that's kind of like, it's like if a person was doing the bridge, except for off of their tummy was growing like fungus.
What in the fuck am I? I'm uncomfortable. I need an adult.
Okay, this is... Yeah.
You need a picture? There it
What?
is.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
And they're actually both gonna go first.
Oh, alright.
And with a little tuft of spores, they each let loose this kind of like thorn. They're gonna shoot one at Tonky and one at Grin, I'll say.
I think
Tonky gets a 17 versus Tonky and a 14 versus Grin.
Grin is fine. It bounces off his ill-fitting chainmail.
Okay.
Tonki's hit.
Okay. And then the damage for that is it actually got 9 damage against you. And make a Constitution saving throw.
What is it? Just piercing damage?
Yes.
Okay. Is this a saving throw against poison?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, then I have advantage as a dwarf.
Think.
17.
All right. It kind of feels cold for a moment, and then you shrug it off. And now it is Barash's turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Shatter on these creepy fungus spider things.
Oh fuck! Go for it.
So okay, they have to make a
juice, and I'm
they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 5 and 19.
Okay, so the one with 19 is going to take half damage.
Okay.
And yeah.
So also these bodies,
Huh.
one of them you can barely make out that it used to be drow, and the other one just human.
Okay.
So the human's the one that made the save.
Okay, cool. So is 15 for the drow, and then is half rounded up or down?
Oh, I think you round it up, right?
Rounded up. Okay, so that'd be 8 damage.
Okay.
The human-ish one.
8 damage. Okay, and then you other two guys roll your initiative.
Oh, we're not just rolling over from the same combat?
Pretty dope spell.
No. This is like
Okay.
a few hours later.
Oh,
16.
dang. I feel like I used my book for nothing. I thought I was saving parsnips.
Well, I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but that was thunder damage.
It wasn't parsnips you were saving, it was Tonki's horse.
Yeah,
What's your
my
horse's name?
Parsnips.
Oni.
Oni the
Badass.
pony.
Oni the pony. Oh my god.
Those things are like opposites.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, Tonki's like, oh yes, I shall call you Demon, and then you guys are all just like, oh, that's cute.
I got a 16. Oh, that was without modifier. I got an 18.
Okay. What you get for your initiative, Tonki?
Oh, 16.
Okay. It is Grin's turn now.
Well, I am going to... Man, how many of these things are not exploded into juice?
Both?
Okay, so they're both fine. Which one, you said which one made the save? The human one did?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him with a, I'm gonna hit him with the cleric laser. I can't remember what this spell's called.
Guiding Bolt, aka God's Dick.
Yes, Guiding Bolt, aka God's Dick. I'm gonna use my inspiration for the day because I rolled 4.
Okay.
Okay, I got an 18 plus mods, so 22.
Yes, that for sure hits.
Oh, 26 actually.
Oh, well, it misses then.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll damage anyway, just to see what would have been.
Yeah, just for shiggles.
Cool 12 damage. Perfectly
Okay.
average.
And what kind of damage was that? Radiant?
Yeah, radiant, and it's granting advantage for the next hit.
Cool. Now it is Tonki's turn.
All right, I'm going to second wind real fast.
Cool.
And I rolled an 8, so that's plus 4, so I get 12 HP back. And then I'm going to run up on the human one that's granting advantage and attack him.
Cool.
I got a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits as fuck.
That hits as fuck.
Ooh, max damage, so 11.
11. What kind of damage was that?
Slashing.
Okay. And make a Constitution saving throw versus poison.
Okay.
It lets off some puffs of spores.
20.
Yeah, you cough it all out. You hock a loogie, and it's all good. Now it is the drow one's turn, and it is going to just run into Tonki. And it gets a nat 1. And the human one is going to do the same. And it's going to get a 19.
That'll hit.
And deals 5 bludgeoning damage. And make another save.
$22.
Yeah, you're fine again. Now it's Barash's turn.
Fine again.
Great.
Hold on, how much damage did it do? 5?
Yes. Fine again, like a beer brand.
That's what I was goofing around about.
Roundabout, like the traffic circle.
Are you trying to get me?
About...
What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Trying to catch me in a lie?
All right, Brush, what you doing?
How close are Tonki and Grin to these spider monsters?
Tonki is like right up on their faces.
Right up on their
on
faces.
Their gross, floppy faces.
Okay,
and
well then
Grin
I
is far away.
won't dragon breath him because that would not be cool. I'm just gonna run up on him and whap him with my quarterstaff. Then sick. Oh, nat 20.
Sweet. Which one are you doing that against again? The drow one or the human
I'll do
one?
it to the drow one.
Okay.
So I got a nat 20. Does that give me like a critical hit, right? Or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So for damage, you're just gonna roll all of your dice over again, and your modifiers you only add once.
Okay.
Like in prior games where you would just double all of
Holy
it.
shit! I rolled max twice.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
That was amazing. Okay, so I did 17 damage.
Holy shit. That's bludgeoning?
Yes.
Your quarterstaff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Versus poison.
Oh god. 3. Yeah, I definitely failed that.
Uh-oh. You want to roll inspo?
I actually do have some inspiration. I think I will. Oh, shit, are you kidding me? Okay, nope, I failed again. I got a 4 that time.
Oh no, what was the first roll?
3. Just definitely poisoned.
Wait, what was your first roll?
3. got a 3 the first time and then a 4 the second time.
Oh no! Yeah, you feel this kind of like burning in your lungs.
Oh.
Whenever you bop it, it lets out like a little puff of like yellow shimmery spores, and you accidentally inhale some, and it hurts your lungs.
Okay.
Now it's Grin's turn.
Man, I guess it's too late, but I kind of guess want to cast Bless on everybody just so that we don't have to deal with these saving throws anymore.
Yeah.
And that's fine for my turn.
Okay. It's Tonki's turn now.
Okay, so they're both right next to me, correct?
Yes.
Which one looks the most dead?
The human one.
All right, I'll do my first attack on that one and see how it goes.
Okay.
That's 25 to hit.
Yeah, that for sure hits.
10 damage.
Okay.
Slashing. Is it still up?
Yeah, it's still up.
All right, then I'll attack it again.
Okay.
That's 27 to hit.
Holy shit.
Bless counts towards your attack rolls, right?
Attack rolls, saving throws.
Okay, then yeah, I haven't. Those are the right numbers.
Cool.
And another 9 piercing damage.
All right. Yeah, you kill it. The fungus starts falling apart.
Nice.
And now it is the Drow's turn, and it's gonna. Oh, make a Constitution saving throw also.
Okay. Uh, 27.
Shit, yeah. You totally get it. The human one is, or no, the human one's dead. The drow one is gonna bop into you, and it's gonna get a 15 to hit you.
Okay. I'll get an attack of opportunity against it.
Oh shit! Yeah, bop him.
$24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
5 damage.
All right, that is not enough to take it down. So it bops you for 5 damage again.
Okay.
And it's Barash's turn.
Great. I'm gonna go after the one that's left, I guess. I'm just gonna hit him with my quarterstaff again. I got 12 to hit. Does 12 hit?
Nope.
Okay, then swing and a miss.
Yeah, you hit one of its more like hardened pieces of fungus.
Ew.
And it's your turn, Grin. Since you said you.
It's mushroom dick.
Yeah.
Ew. Fine.
Ew.
I'm just gonna toll the dead on that that one that Brush tried to hit.
Sure.
That's a wisdom saving throw on its part for necrotic damage.
Okay. It is going to get a 13.
That is a fail. So it takes 2 necrotic damage. Gotta love the D12.
Hey. Now it is Tonki's turn again.
All right, taking that bad boy twice.
Do it.
The first is a 19.
Uh-huh.
The second is 18.
Yep, those both hit.
Eight and 7, slashing and piercing.
8 and 7. Yeah, this other one goes down the same way the first one did. And you guys have killed both of them. So Barash still feels that feeling in his lungs. And
Yes.
kind of has a cough right now. At the moment, it isn't doing anything.
Just inconveniencing me.
Do it?
It's just inconveniencing me.
Yes. You just kind of have a hack right now.
Do I have it as a dwarf? Do I know about poisons, or am I just resistant to them?
I think you just are resistant to them, kind of like in a hardy constitution type way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That can be a medicine check if anybody would like to do it. I'm gonna say that at this point, Cynthia's kind of
Gladly,
like,
I got a 20 on it.
oh, nice.
Oh, well then.
You know that it probably is some sort of fungal infection, and that there there might be something that you could whip up with stuff that you have. You could also cast lesser restoration
I
to get
believe
rid
that
of it.
third level spell.
Okay. Yeah, it's not magical or anything, but if just these gross creatures are any indication of what this fungus might do to you, then it is pretty important that you eventually find a cure for it.
Gotcha.
Is this The Last of Us suddenly?
Yep.
Spoilers.
Dude, that was a great game. I've been trying to get Kroby to play it.
Spoilers. I don't think someone is good.
I just played it a few months ago for the first time, actually. And
A few weeks ago?
Like a few months ago. I
Oh,
found
yeah.
it for like real cheap, like $8 or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. But yeah, Corey, play it. It's not fun, but it is great.
Oh, really? That's the first time I've heard that particular review of that game. The
It's
thing
like-
about it is that I technically own it. I just don't know where I have it. So that's like the real thing that's preventing me from playing it.
Yeah.
That
It's just
and the
like
fact that I'm like on my Bloodborne grind like crazy.
It's like a super great story, in my
it's
opinion.
really harrowing. Like you feel for the characters so much that it's just like it's stressful to play, but it's really
Brutal.
good. It's super engaging, and it's like it's sad, and it's just like it's not a fun game, but it's really
Yeah.
good.
What I really liked about it is like you find bullets and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I found some more bullets.
Yeah.
And then like every time that you can use bullets, you're like, do I actually want to use the bullets though?
Yeah, it's really good balance with its resource like management.
Yeah.
Dude, knowing me, I'm sure that makes the game great, but knowing me, I would just never ever use my bullets because I'd be too afraid of needing them later.
Oh my god.
Well, there's sometimes when it's like you can sneak a lot of the times, but there are definitely times where it's just like, all right, you got to fight right now. And like that's when I would save my bullets for those moments, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Well, if the
sneak as
game
much
makes
as
it conducive,
possible.
then that seems awesome.
Dude, it's great. It's also, if I get that like PlayStation thing where you can just unlimited, it's like the PlayStation Netflix. It's on there, so you'll be able to play it for free. So, you guys press on?
I do.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need to, but wouldn't mind a short rest. But if no one else needs it, we can just press on.
I'm like kind of determined to get where we're going because I have stuff I want to do there, but I am open to a rest at the same time.
I'm at 29 HP, so I'm okay. We can just keep going.
Cool. If you guys are trying to do that, then I'm not going to make you guys roll for exhaustion because you guys are making pretty good time. So you guys are traveling along again, and you start coming across these like, it starts getting a little bit rockier as you guys are traveling in the forest. There's kind of like you know, natural cliff here and there and stuff like that. You start seeing boulders a lot more instead of it just kind of being dirt and undergrowth. And after a while you get to a point where Cynthia is like shh, and holds one hand up like, do you guys hear that?
I'm like, oh, hey, Cynthia. I didn't realize you were on screen right now.
Well, Cynthia was kind of like way far off in the distance, but once you guys told her about the kind of shit that's going on, she's kind of staying close to you guys.
It's like, oh, I missed 2 random encounters today.
Yeah.
Shit.
She's like, it sounds like wildlife. I don't understand. Because up to this point, it's been pretty quiet, or just like really creepy insect bird sounds.
Oh, yeah. Insect bird sounds.
Yeah. Not insect sounds and bird sounds. Insect bird sounds.
So it just sounds like actual, like, fauna instead of nightmare beings.
And yeah, do you guys how do you guys proceed? Do you just keep trekking on, or do you want to sneak, or do you want to like
I mean,
go
my
slowly
character's
to
Grin's actually pretty excited about the prospect of observing wildlife, since it seems to be pretty rare in these parts. So
yeah.
I'm into like kind of sneaking up on it if possible to not disrupt it.
You guys do know that you are getting pretty dang close to those ruins.
Which ones? Which ruins? The ones we're going for, or
Yes.
okay, okay.
The closer ones, I guess.
Taki's not afraid of no ghost.
Oh shit. So as you guys get closer, you start seeing these like the rock outcroppings and boulders and stuff like that. They kind of have like an aesthetic to them. They have been they've been carved, and they depict kind of like in real life, kind of like Aztec imagery. There's
Sure.
a lot of feathers, there's a lot of suns, and there's very big people and there's very small people.
But no medium people.
No medium people at all. And it actually looks kind of pretty, all this stonework. It's definitely way overgrown, like super ancient. And whenever you guys are, what's up?
Sorry. Can we tell, like, from the depictions, like, what the relationship between the small people and the big people was?
Admiration. Like, the small people admire the big people. There's no like sort of slave driving or anything like that. But it's kind of like a benevolent big people looking out for the small people type deal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, don't dwarves get some sort of like racial bonus to like identifying stonework or something like that? Or is that 3.5?
No, yeah, that's in this one too. It's like masonry. If this counts as that.
So what kind of stuff can you figure out from it?
Probably like how old it is and like what style it's in, if that's knowledge you might have. Or...
Mm-hmm.
Let me check real fast.
Probably at bare minimum. Oh my god! Probably at bare minimum the type of stone it's carved in.
All right, so yeah. I get double proficiency in like history regarding stonework.
Sure.
Okay. So I got a 22.
Nice. So the strokes on this masonry is kind of broad. It doesn't look like a lot of very fine details were put into it, as much as it looks like just very big murals were made. And you recognize the work as being by stone giants. Although you don't totally recognize this, like the civilization that created these. You guys do remember that Ulrich and Lot were talking about the Earth Giant ruins off to the west, so you can kind of infer
that this is what we were being informed about.
Yeah. As far as like the type of stone, it's just kind of like the local stone that makes up this part of the forest. The dirt is kind of like gray dirt, like it's the dust of this rock, if that makes sense geologically.
Just like super eroded.
Yeah. It's a very rocky place, but there's still trees growing in it.
Craggy.
And as you guys walk further into this place, you're walking over kind of like half-covered cobbled streets, like covered with grass and shit. And you see up in the trees there are these kind of like, they almost look like wasp nests. They're made out of sticks and mud, and they have holes in them, and they're pretty high up there, so you can't really see much about them. And the sounds have gone silent. You guys don't hear any wildlife sounds anymore?
Huh. Did we roll sneak to get up here? Or is that just what happened?
You did not roll sneak.
Oh, I wanted to, but that's okay. Well, shit, man. Does it seem like the whatever was there is hiding now, or if we scared it off?
You don't see any creatures except for maybe like a few beetles and butterflies and stuff.
John, Paul, or George?
Ringo.
Oh. Let's kill him.
You see a bunch of little Ringos.
Little Ringos.
They let you in. They know where you've been.
They let you in. They know where you've been.
I'm trying to remember the next line. It's from the Octopus's Garden.
Well.
You guys just keep pressing on?
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like there was a missed opportunity here, but I can't think of what to do, so. I guess I want to investigate a little bit, actually, before we leave. I want to roll investigation, just to, see what was going on here, maybe infer something about the wildlife.
Okay. Nature?
I mean, if you want to let me roll nature, that's fine. I was just gonna assume I was taking, a detailed,
Oh, investigation?
Survey.
Seeing what kind of tracks you notice and stuff?
Yeah, literally, just trying to, take it all in.
Yeah.
Do a sketch in my notebook.
Yeah.
I got an 11. So nothing amazing, but not the worst either.
You do notice a lack of underbrush. It is pretty clear, except for the rocks jutting everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what all you'd notice with an 11.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly fine with just sketching the weird honeycomb things and just the general site where we may be scared off some fauna.
Yeah. It's more of kind of almost tree houses.
Treehouse wasp nest things.
Yeah, it's a bunch of big old mud and stick balls up in the trees, but each one is about maybe 5 feet across, but some of them are connected to each other. And there's the occasional rope that goes from one tree to another if they're kind of far away.
Well, here's a question. Does anybody know Gnomish?
No, sorry.
No.
No, Gnomish.
Well,
No
there's
mish.
little people and giants,
No.
so I figure they're probably gnomes.
Well, it could be that they were just little people in comparison to the giants, and they could be regular sized people.
That's true. I'm gonna say something in common. I'm gonna be like, is anybody here? We mean no harm. We're just adventurers.
You hear from up in the trees, you hear that echo back to you a few times over the course of 10 seconds.
Weird, different voices, or like it's an actual echo.
Different locations.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's your voice.
Well, I have a meta guess as to what's going on here, but I'm trying to think what Grin would think. What do you guys think? I'm curious. I want to make contact here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I ask if I could meet one of you, that type of question.
So you're like, do you think that we could meet one of you? And you just hear, do you think that we could meet one of you? Do you think that we could meet one of you? Do you think that we could meet one of you?
Oh my god, I'm pretty certain that this is a bunch of Kinku.
I mean, your character would know what Kinku are.
That's true. Okay, well, I'm I think this is a bunch of Kinku. I ask, are you guys a bunch of Kinku?
and you hear a couple voices start to say, "Are you guys a bunch of?" And then they just start saying "Kenku" in your voice.
Oh my god. I did it. I figured out the puzzle. I want to make friends with the Kinku, but they won't come down and talk to me. Do we have breadcrumbs? Can I throw them breadcrumbs? Is that like condescending and racist?
Yeah, that's racist, dude.
Shit. Fuck. Dude, I don't know how to get them down.
Rocks.
Oh fuck. Does anybody have an axe? You can just bring down a tree and bring down the Kenku with it.
I say, alright, Tonky, here's the plan. You're gonna cut down all these trees. It's gonna be awesome.
I don't know how to cut down trees that aren't bamboo. Or like...
You only know
I
how
thought
to
you were
bend
gonna say
them.
that aren't attacking me.
That too.
Damn. Okay. Well, I mean, if they don't want to come talk, then I'll just mark it down on our map where we found these people and like leave them be.
Yeah.
Because I'm out of ideas.
It is reaching kind of the end of the day.
Uh-huh.
So if you guys wanna make camp here, I guess. Because the ruins are actually like pretty big. It's not just like you walk into a little place and like, oh, there's some rocks and oh, there's some guys in the tree. Like you've been gradually going into more of a rocky place and seeing more of this aesthetic around. And by the time that you're getting into this place, it's still one story, but one story for a giant is still pretty tall.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, 20, 25 feet tall buildings around you.
I'm cool settling down here for the night and then like sneaking off to like try and make further contact with these bird folks
Yeah.
in my downtime.
What you guys think? You trying to make camp?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So you guys want to set up inside of somewhere or just like out in one of the like open areas?
I say we go inside somewhere.
It's like inside of one of the trees or whatever.
Well, there's
That
like
we can do.
stone buildings around. Most of them are collapsed,
Okay.
but
Cool. We can find one that's like semi still up.
uh-huh. It's kind of like let me see if I have this picture actually. Kind of like that. All right. So you guys are making some motherfucking camp and shit.
Indeed.
Okay. What kind of? You guys make a fire? You guys want to set watch?
I'll I'll make the fire real quick.
Because you're Dragonborn?
Yes, I'll just sneeze on it.
Well, don't you have like poison breath or something? Or acid
Well,
breath?
I have dragon breath, and well, I guess it is
Which kind?
acid.
Oh
Yeah. You could kind of start a fire with that, though, right?
Say that louder, Athena.
Is it your own voice? Is it your own voice?
She's trying to say, is that your homeboys?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, it is my homeboys.
That's so good.
Where did you hear that?
Like 2 times.
I don't know what that means.
That's what I hear.
Okay. So who's on what watch?
I'll take the first watch.
I'll take the second watch.
And I'll take the third watch, because the early bird gets the worm, and I want to talk to those birds.
uh Yeah, let me think of exactly what happens while I plug in my laptop because it's about to die. Okay, so throughout the night, it's still pretty silent, but you hear kind of far away that the sounds kind of start to come back. And first watch goes off without a hitch. Second watch goes off without a hitch. And then very early in the morning, whenever just the tiniest hint of light starts to come through the canopy, Kirby, make a perception check.
Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. I don't even have bad perception. I just don't trust myself to roll well. Classic 14. Wait. Should be higher than that. Let me see. Classic 16.
All right, cool. You do see a small dark form in one of the archways off to the side.
I say, Kinku?
And it sneaks a little bit closer. It's still kind of out of the light of the fire.
I just ask it again. Kinku?
And it comes a little closer, and you see that it is a very small robed black crow figure, and it is holding an assortment of nuts and berries in its hands.
Oh, hell yeah.
It kind of like just lets them roll out of its bird hands and like rolls them towards you. And it says,
I'm
"Here."
so honored.
And it says, "Here you go," but it says it in giant.
Oh my god. I think I actually speak giant. Dude, were the giants watching after the bird people? That's like so interesting. I do speak giant. Yes.
Oh shit!
And I speak gnome. I'm sitting here asking, does anyone speak gnome?
Cut off.
I'm
Say that again.
I said I speak gnome too, so that whole time I was like, anyone speak gnome? Yeah, I'm like super honored. I offer to share some of my breakfast with it.
In giant.
Yeah.
It fucking dashes away.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of scared.
Oh, is it because I spoke giant? I feel so bad.
And then you hear kind of like whispering up in the trees.
Ugh.
And they start saying visitor in giant. They're like, visitor, 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 visitor. And then you hear some, it's kind of just like bird noises for like 30 minutes. And then you see You see a few figures slide down a rope from one of the bigger mud balls up in the tree, and they approach the party. And it's, I mean, it's big for a kinku, but that's still pretty small. And it's wearing kind of like a bright feathered necklace thing. It's like if you had a necklace, like a pearl necklace, but then there are like colorful feathers pointing outwards from it.
I ask in Giant. I ask if he's their leader or something like that, their chief.
He says, "You are very small to be a giant, but yes, I guess you could address me as chief."
I say, well, I'm no giant. I just speak giant.
They say, "We also speak giant." There's not many people that we've seen that know how to talk. They're not like, "Oh yeah, you speak giant too." It's just like beyond them. It's just like, yeah, we know how to talk, and there's not many people that know how to talk also.
I tell them there are many languages aside from the one they speak, that maybe they would find more people that could speak if they could learn more languages.
They kind of look to each other and they're like, "Man, this sounds pretty fucking cool."
I look around in my bag for like a book on like just like basic English. I don't know. That sounds condescending, but something like that. Just something they can. I guess they don't really read. Probably they mostly learn by audio.
I was about to say, like, if you whipped out a dictionary for them to keep, they'd just be like, "This is a bunch of leaves. Good job."
They pick it apart and make a nest.
Yeah. They say we stay here in the ruins of the past empire.
Oh, so what happened to the giants? I asked them. Like, how long has it been since the giants were here?
That was a very, very long time ago that something happened, and there's really one who might help you. We would recommend telling him ourselves that there's a visitor, but we'll get back to you if we know that he wants to see visitors, because he mostly sits alone in pain.
In pain,
every day.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I ask if we should come back a different time, or
They say you can stay right here if you want to.
I asked.
In fact, I'd recommend it.
If you guys are down, I'm down to meet this pain bird.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna start Discord because I think it's being weird for me.
God is dead. Anarchy rules. No one controls our actions best, boys.
That's right. I'm a free spirit.
I wear one of the kinku as a skin.
Oh God! While it's still alive or while it's dead?
Well, neither. Now that God's not dead anymore.
Hey, little kinku, you want to take a ride on my neck and head? Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Skins it alive. Oh. Oh.
You guys can finish your. Sorry. Were you just gonna say that you more?
Just gonna continue
some more godforsaken shit about killing these nice folks.
Yes, exactly.
That's fucked up.
Hey man, it's fake.
You guys are able to finish your long rest, and you can keep talking to the kinku, either through Corey, or if Corey, you want to keep talking to him, but after a while they come back and talk to you again.
Okay.
Anything else you want to ask him?
No, I just want to ask him like, I guess just what they do here ever since the last. Like, if they're up to anything, they got any goals, plans, needs, wants. If they want to go out for lunch sometime.
They give you the distinct vibe that they like to keep to themselves because there's a lot of dangerous shit around.
Understandable.
They talk about the fungus to the south, the pale skins from the west. There's furred beasts from the north, and they say to the northeast that there's occasionally some angel-born that show up, but they're nice, but they never stay for long, and they don't speak anyways, so like they don't know how to speak.
I tell them they do know how to speak, they just know how to speak a different language. I tell them, I hear about this. I tell them if they ever see the angel born again, to say this phrase to them, and I say like, "Greetings from the bright shields" or something like that. You know, like.
So anything now that you're translating for them, they will definitely remember. Just because of how they are, like they just assume that creatures that aren't speaking giant are just kind of making nonsense noises.
Okay, well, I tell them how to say "what's up" and stuff in English
Cool.
/ common.
So like they now know. And
I
this
also
like
tell them how to say "we speak giant."
oh yeah. Yeah, badass. You can probably like tell them how to say that stuff in Gnome too.
Do they speak gnome?
If you translate stuff for them.
Bruh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll try.
I mean, everything that you're doing for Common right now, you can do for Gnome too.
I just didn't know if they already spoke gnome or if
No.
I would have any reason to choose gnomish, except for that I already thought it was gnomes.
Nah, they only use giant.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think I'm good. I asked him, I guess, one more thing before we probably have to go. And that is if they know anything about this lady we're gonna go visit, or if they've heard anything about like kind of describe her a bit.
Oh, they. He actually seems kind of alarmed, and he says that there are hellish, scary, loud mechanisms that their scouts have seen in that direction, but that it's way too fucking scary, so they keep out of that shit.
Oh, okay. So they've never seen her out and about doing anything?
No.
Okay, well, I let them know that their dwelling is safe with me, but that we have to get going probably, and that it was nice meeting them.
Nice. They give you a few more berries and stuff. And just like that, once you guys finish your long rest, some of the other Kenku come back and they are talking in giant, so you understand what they're saying, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he says the visitors can come see him."
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go talk to this dude.
Okay, they describe the way to get there, and it's basically just down Main Street, pretty much, but also beyond the Stone Army.
Word.
Stone Army, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stay.
They're just like, yeah, the Stone Army, man. What you? I mean, this is like everything that's here is pretty normal to them. That's all they've ever known.
Well, sweet. I'm down to go when you guys are.
Go.
Do you guys totally break camp? Do you bring your horses and stuff? Do you bring your retainers?
How far away is it? Like,
This is it's like on the other side of it's like
yeah, because we're gonna move on afterwards anyway, so we might as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like 1 or 2 miles tops.
Yeah, I can bring the
I,
cart.
I say we
That's fine.
bring everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Fully like battle ready and shit.
Yeah, man. I agree because I was figuring we'd probably be heading straight here to our next place.
Yeah. So you guys are walking down this street. You see some more pretty architecture around, and so it's just like a bunch of pretty like archways, and you can tell that there used to be aqueducts and stuff like that, but very, very little of it is actually still standing. And after a while, you start seeing all these figures off in the distance. They're kind of standing in like
the lemonade one.
a grid pattern. She was also giving me lemonade ice cream.
She
It's
says
delicious.
it's like a lemonade burger.
That's gross.
Maybe it's a combo.
Oh yeah, dude, like the thing that you were saying the other day where things that are totally different that you eat and mix in your stomach you would never eat together.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like a lemonade burger is disgusting, but a lemonade with your burger sounds refreshing.
Dude, a lemonade burger. I would still try it maybe.
Uh,
One lemonade burger? That would be awesome, Corey.
Well, I just tried it and it was pretty good.
No, you didn't have a lemonade.
What? Then why'd you just give me?
Give you a normal burger.
I ordered a lemonade burger. I need to speak to your manager.
That's what me.
Normal burger now so that you can be healthy. So now you want
Eat a normal burger so you can be healthy, Corey.
what,
Dude, same.
Yeah, so you see all these stone figures standing in a grid pattern. Each one is like 12 to 15 feet tall. Then you continue on and you see what looks like it. So the Kenku described to go up the steps of this pyramid to find him. And yeah, how do you guys want to approach the horses and cart? Definitely can't go up these steps. It's kind of a far way up.
Parsnips can though, right? 'Cause it's a goat.
Yeah.
He's a boss.
Which I just want to reiterate from earlier. He was walking over the mud. Like he wasn't stepping into it.
What? I don't understand the distinction.
I like light feet.
Like how Legolas can walk on top of snow.
Parsnips was doing that?
On the mud.
How?
Goat.
How indeed. Yeah, he's just a goat. All goats can do that, man.
Dude, is Parsnips like a secret deity that we have adopted?
So you hear kind of like a clanging from inside, kind of like a rhythmic clanging. And as you guys walk up to the entrance, like up the stairs and look into the entrance of the abode that's on top of the pyramid, you see this hunched figure, this very large hunched figure who is it's like 16 feet tall, hunched over with a hammer and chisel, chiseling out another one of these forms, which you recognize to be a stone giant.
So it's a stone giant carving out a stone giant?
Yep.
Pretentious.
Yeah. Want to roll perception on it, anybody? Anybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 21.
I'm not going to beat that.
He is not carving himself. In fact, he is carving a stone giant female. She's dressed in a beautiful dress. He's pretty fucking good at this, if he does say so himself.
I compliment him on his masonry work.
He goes, and he turns around, and he says, "What?" in giant.
I tell Gren to translate for me.
I do it.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't know that small folk appreciated the art of stone cutting like this."
I tell him that dwarves are all about it. It gets us all excited.
Yeah, he's like, "I've never actually met a dwarf before, although I have heard that you guys like to mimic us earth giants' skill in crafting."
He
He says it kind of condescendingly.
I tactfully retranslate that into something less douchey.
I introduce myself as this first dwarf, and with all my honorifics and titles, whatnot.
He kind of like holds out both of his palms and tilts his head to the side and gives you a very graceful nod. And he says, "And you are?" to you other two people.
I introduced myself. I'm Barash. Don't really know what to say.
Cool. He senses your nervousness, and as Grin translates for you, he just kind of gives a little chuckle, and he'd pat your head if you're close enough to him. All right, what kind of thing do you say, Grin?
I mean, I just tell him, I'm just a nerd. I met the Kinku folks down there. I told them about how there's more than just one language, and I'm curious as to what your story is.
He says, "Nice to meet you, Grin. Are you descendant from the little ones that used to live here? Is that how you know Giant?"
I don't think so. I don't know much about them. I just know Giant because I study a lot.
He's impressed that he kind of sees the giant language as a craft, and as a stone giant, he is that's like top thing that he cares about is like his craft. And he's like thankful to you for watching or teaching the Kinku about other languages.
Hell yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm usually too involved with my work to guide them too much, but they watch over me as much as I watch over them."
What's your work?
He actually introduces himself. He says that his name is Wu Gina, which you recognize, Grin, as having kind of a cultural
relevance.
Yeah, relevance, as it means the pieces that you chip off of a block of stone to make it into a statue, or the shavings of wood when you whittle something.
Huh.
Like the things left over. And it's kind of like if someone were named Bits,
That sucks, dude. Your parents gave you a shit name. I don't say that, but that's depressing.
he
It asked if
he
he
gave
chose that
himself
name for
that name.
himself. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was gonna be like, geez. Well, I mean, that sounds like a sad name to give yourself.
He says that he has a very sad existence, and he talks about his work, and most of his work is trying to bring memory to like trying to immortalize his passed away kin by making statues of them.
Damn, I asked what happened to him.
He says long ago, before the sky was dark, his emperor was trying to like carve. Okay, so the difference between Earth Giant and Stone Giant, because I'm swapping back and forth between those two, they are literally stone giants, like as a species, but as a civilization, they were called the Earth Giants because they put more emphasis, instead of just like on stone, they put more emphasis on wood and trees and earth, stone, life, that kind of stuff.
Got it.
And he says that his emperor was trying to carve the civilization into stone instead of have it be a living civilization. He's kind of cryptic about it. And he's like, they discovered something that ended up being very, very bad.
Yeah.
And catastrophe quickly followed.
Brutal. What was it, and where'd they discover it?
It was further to the west, in the capital. It was what's the word? Like blood mages, I guess. They were trying to find a deeper power in the stone giant blood. And they ended up searching too far. They made a connection with another power, and it ended up spreading kind of like a blood plague.
Fuck.
Yeah. He doesn't want to get into exactly how it affected them physiologically, but from the denotation that he's using, it spread just like a plague.
Well, shit, man. Well, I marked that down on the map as in don't go there zone.
Yeah, he'll actually he marks it further on your map. He's like,
yeah, no, it's exactly right here.
well, he like describes it off further to the west, and then if you press him more for it, he's like, he'll tell you. He's kind of involved with his work here, but he'll gladly help out any little people. He gives like a personal emphasis on like the protection and education of smaller peoples.
Dude, that's so funny. Okay, yeah, I love this guy, and I actually love everybody around here. I want to keep up with them, but I don't know how much time we'll have to do that.
Yeah. You mean like in the course of this, trying to get to our teacher's study?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got changeling matters afoot.
Yeah. He marks, and then actually, if you go back to the map that I posted earlier, the ruin that's a few hexes to the left of the ruins that you guys are at, he's like, this is where where the capital was, and then further is where the blood mages conducted their research, as you can see from the dead ass trees. Is there anything else that you guys want to ask him, or ask the Kenku, or go check out before you depart for Artesia study?
No, I guess I mostly just want to say like let them know that there is like a Ashen Tractor Storm's Eye if they ever need help to
Yeah,
go seek out the Bright Shields.
yeah. He says that he'll talk to his Kenku about it, that there'll need to be some other protectors once he's gone.
Uh-huh.
But he's like, it's been pretty quiet here, so appreciate it.
Just you know, just keep it in mind.
Yeah. He's like, we'll do. I have a lot of things on my mind. And he turns back and he starts carving this stone giant woman again.
Gotcha. Alrighty, that's all I've got. Is that Bubba?
Yeah, I just tell him to keep up the good work, Stonewise.
Nice. He gives kind of like an encouraging shake of his hammer, and he's like, actually, before you go, I just remembered, the only way that I feel like I can truly finish my work here, the chisels that I have here, and he kind of shows you that a chisel that he has, and it's just like really bad, beaten up and dull. He's like, the master stonemason, he had a chisel. It's called the master's chisel. If you guys come across it, bring it to me and I can finish my work. I can finally finish my work after all these centuries.
Does he have an idea where it is?
It is at the...
Is it in the plague zone?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, it's kind of like... That's kind of like where the... like the forefront of Earth Giant knowledge was held. It's like off to the west where the blood mages were. And that you'd find the master's chisel there.
I brought breakfast.
Okay, the kids are being crazy too. So, is there anything else that you guys want to do today, or?
No, I think I'm good.
Yep, I'm
All
about
right.
to load this laundry up and go to bed.
Hell yeah! So next time you guys are going to head southwest, and you guys should be able to make it to Artesia's study, unless anything spooky happens.
No.
Oh my god. Spooky.
Yeah.
Alright, peace, y'all.
All right, bye.
Bye. I'll see you guys later.
I'm gonna banish Craig too.
Get
Out of here, Craig.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bye, Craig. Get the heck out.